Hello everybody, Animation Trainer here, and hey, wrong movie. Wrong movie. There we go. Today we're gonna review The Amazing Spider-Man. Alright, so, how was it? It was a pretty good film, actually. But, however, the movie takes way too many elements from the first film. In fact, if you've seen the original Spider-Man film, the movie is I'm gonna repeat myself, very predictable. I'm not lying, it really is. It's one of the most predictable, well, not the most predictable, but yeah, the film's very predictable. And another thing I'd like to add is, well, the graphics. While there's only really one problem I have with, the effects and stuff, and that's the lizard. It just doesn't look very realistic. But other than that, I really do enjoy this film. In fact, like I said, even though it takes way too many elements from the first film, even though some things gotten worse from the first film, a lot of things that do happen in this film actually improved from the first film. Like, one thing I will say that improved was, well, Gwen Stacy. And please don't hate me for this, but I actually prefer her over Mary Jane. You know why? Because unlike Mary Jane from the original series, she doesn't get kidnapped all the time. In fact, for the most part, she actually helps Peter. Alright. Now, another thing, and this is more of a thing that I... Where... Okay, so Andrew Garfield, he plays as Spider-Man in this film, and even though I do prefer Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland, he still does a really good job. Sure, his voice doesn't exactly fit for Spider-Man, but he still does an excellent job. In fact, another thing that actually improved from the original is, well, humor. In my opinion, this movie is a lot funnier than the original was. Thanks to Andrew Garfield's dialogue throughout the film. Because now, he makes Spider-Man, he's kind of talkative now. Which makes Spider-Man a lot funnier. And that's something I really do like in this film. Another thing I really like in this film is, well, the lizard. Even though he does look unrealistic, his actual counterpart, the professor, I forgot his name, I actually prefer him over the Green Goblin. The reason why is because we actually get to know more about him before he becomes the lizard. Because with the Green Goblin, all we really know about him is that, oh, he's Harry's father. But here, we actually know more about him. We know why he's trying to experiment stuff. He wants to show how he could, mutate this mouse with a lizard so that it could grow its other leg back. Simply because when lizards lose their tail or legs or anything, they grow back. And he wanted to try that out, which I thought works very well. And also, well, this is a Spider-Man film, which obviously would be good. Unless you're talking about Spider-Man 3. Okay, Spider-Man 3 wasn't that bad. But still. And that's all I could... Oh, another thing I want to add. The acting. While I already explained with Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, I also enjoyed the other acting, like Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy and everyone else. They do a good job. And since this is like an actor change from the original trilogy, and we have to see it here in the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy, I really do think that everything does work good. Yeah. However, another flaw I will have to say with the film is that, well, everything looks like it's adding up to where Peter is trying to find what happened to his parents. But we never get to find out what happens to his parents. No. No. We never find out what happens at all. Which leaves us questionable. Yeah, that's something I really didn't like. Yeah, that was quite a big flaw with the film. But do I still hate the movie for that? No, not really. In fact, this movie is, like I said, really good. And with the other effects that happen, they really do look great. Like, Spider-Man still swinging around. And, in fact, I even really like his new edition of Webshooters. They definitely do look cool. And I'll talk more about that in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, because that's where it looks even cooler and stuff. Yeah. So that's all I can... Oh yeah, more of the graphics. Everything just looks much cooler. And I'm actually going to make a versus on Spider-Man versus The Amazing Spider-Man soon. So you'll hear more about that soon. But overall, I have to give this an 8 out of 10. It's not really 10 or 9 out of 10 worthy, like the first two Spider-Man films. But it is definitely a great film. Well, not a great film, a good film. In fact, I like it more than the third film. And then, I haven't seen all of The Amazing Spider-Man 2 yet. I've heard some pretty negative things about it, but we'll see when I see it. But yeah. Okay, well, this is still an overall good film. Alright, and so my next review is going to be the first Mission Impossible film. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, so goodbye.